Namaste all. Hope the detailed techniques of improving handwriting have helped you in doing so, and I can foresee a problem which some of you must have faced is that the child is so unwilling to write. So how do we make the child do it? He just writes once or twice and after that, the child does not want to write. So what we need to understand is, depending on the age of the child, what we give the child to write, how much the child has to write, both the things matter a lot. There are some who naturally love writing and they wouldn't mind writing as much as they are asked to. However, there are a few who can write a little bit and that's it, and there are some who just do not like to write. But then why do we force them to write? The reason is that for not only for the fine motor skill development but also for the cognizance of the child. So what can we do? There is definitely a remedy to everything. Depending on the age of the child, just as we had spoken about the quantity of homework, the same applies to the quantity of writing practice as well. Now, most importantly, what happens is when the child starts writing for improving the handwriting, he is very careful and he'll write really well. But the moment the practice is over and when they have to write regularly, either in the homework or in the classwork, they go back to the same scribbling or to the same untidiness. The reason is that the child forgets. So it is the duty of the parent and the teachers to keep reminding all the children to follow the 3S and P. And it's so simple. Children all remember 3S and P and let's write wonderfully. If we keep repeating this, that gets ingrained in the brain of the child and very soon the child will start writing really well. Second is, if the child is very young, maybe say in the first standard, then maximum what you can give him or her to write is 3 to 4 words with not more than 3 to 5 letters in the word. That is just enough for a child of that age. So maybe when it is the 5th standard, it could be 4 to 5 lines of writing. And then what to write? It is not necessary that child must write only what has been taught in the class or what is there in the textbook. It could be just from anywhere. It could be a map, it could be a storybook, it could be a newspaper, it could be some advertisement hoarding where the child recognizes some words and wants to learn them and write them. Encourage, as long as the child feels interested in writing. When they grow a little older, you can always encourage the children to write down their own feelings. Right from the 2nd or the 3rd standard. Maybe in the 2nd standard, the child can write say 1 sentence or 2. In the 3rd, the child can write 3 to 4 sentences, but encourage them to express themselves in a very neat writing. That will help in both the ways. One is the child will learn to express, the language will improve, and 2, the handwriting also will improve because the child will be interested that okay, I am saying what I want to. You may also ask the child to write 5 good things which happened today. That will also put the child into a very good habit of looking at the good things which happen in the life and develop a positive attitude. So these are the many different ways in which you can make writing interesting for a child. For the younger children, say the KGs or even the 1st, 2nd standard, you can also encourage sky writing where the child writes in the air. So the shape of the letter I, then A, M. So let them sky write You can have a contest, let's see who writes more words in the sky, you or me. You can also ask them to write them on the wall without, of course, a pen or pencil, unless you have a blackboard or writing board painted in the house. So they can write on the wall with plain fingers, and then slowly you can tell them that, okay, now you also write in the notebook. So in this way, the children can be encouraged to write without burdening them and helping them to improve their handwriting. So hope this also helps you a little more in taking your child to writing better, which will in turn enhance the fine motor development of the child as well as the cognizance. With that, I take your leave today. Namaste.